TV, Newcastle have just beaten Burnley by 2-0. I'm here with Paul for the review. Paul, I'll just actually quickly mention that this video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball is the app that you need to get all the latest transfer rumours, that have all the stats for today's Premier League games and tomorrow's Premier League games. Obviously, some massive games tomorrow in the title race.
Huge.
Yeah, so download the OneFootball. It'll tell you all the information about what's going to happen in those games as well. But we'll start with the review. There's only one change, Paul. Mankio in for Yedlin. Surprising, wasn't it?
Yeah, because to be honest, I was expecting more changes. I felt that he'd keep Longstaff in because I think it aids his argument with regards to youth investment if he's got youngsters in the team. But yeah, I was surprised. But I'm looking at it, and I was talking to Kyle about it. Probably more for his defensive work more than anything else. He was put in over Yedlin. It keeps him fresh as well, doesn't it, for the weekend, I suppose. But yeah, I was disappointed with that one, but I was worried that Rondon might have been dropped and Josh Lew was going to play up top, so it could have been a heck of a lot worse. So it was a pleasant surprise to just to see the one. But to me, obviously, Mankio, I've said it once, I'll say it again. He isn't good enough. He's not up to the job, but he didn't disgrace himself at all or anything today. So
well, defensively, he was quite sound. Yeah. I think, like obviously Lee touched upon in the player ratings, Dwight McNeil's been one of the brightest sparks of Burnley, and he got slung off at half time, didn't he?
To be fair, that first half of Newcastle, it was pure filth. The goals were pure filth. The performance was pure filth. It was all over. It was just like, I mean, it was like some sort of, I don't know, porn star going onto a set and just literally banging about 10 women and then just going off and saying, right lads, job's done, it's time to go to the pub now. It was just like literally slick, on the job, no issues, no problems. Burnley offered nothing. They had one plan and one plan only, and that was just to lob it forward, and lob it forward again. It was the same when we played them down at Turf Moor. The only difference today is that about what, 5 or 6 supporters and Dolly the Sheep up in level 7. But apart from that, the first half especially, we just totally outclassed them. But the goals.
Let's talk about Fabian Schär's goal, Paul, because you know we're talking about he's having his own goal of the season competition. We look at the Cardiff game, and you know he goes through about 4 players unmarked and just goes and just puts in the bottom corner. But this one's so different. A couple of touches, bang. This is against Tom Heaton, who's probably going to get an England call-up because he's how well he's been playing for Burnley since he's come back from his injury, and he got nowhere near it.
Yeah, I was worried because obviously previously when Joe Hart was playing, he always gives you a chance, but obviously Heaton is a different calibre of keeper. So to do that against Heaton, it takes some doing, takes some guts, takes some absolute skill. Because you're egging him on, but you think he's not going to do it. He's going to clip it in, he's going to pass it, he's going to do something, but then just bang, and as I said before, pure filth, and it just hit the back of the net, and literally around us, it just an absolute eruption of noise, and we went absolutely ape shit where we were.
We were more relaxed just before half time when Sean Longstaff gets his first goal at St James's Park. You know, me and Kyle talked about how well he's done in the Huddersfield game. You know, he arguably was man of the match in the Huddersfield game, and he took his goal really well. You know, he did get a yellow card, but it didn't really stop the way how he played, didn't it? Because he was instrumental, and he took his goal well from close range.
He just looks like he's just been doing it for ever and a day, and it goes back to what I said before. It justifies what Rafa is saying about youth improvement, youth development, the training facilities. If you look at the likes of Dummett, if you look at the likes of Longstaff, you can argue a business case and to say how much money they will save over the course of however many years contract that they've got. It's just unbelievable. He just looks as if he's done it for all of his life. You would not know this is his debut season, his rookie year. He just unbelievable. And also credit goes to Hayden as well, and I never thought I'd say that.
I think he was man of the match for me today,
Paul. All over the place, and again, just faultless. And even the second half, when I think they looked a little bit leggier, even during that, they still posed nothing. Burnley, nothing at all. Not at one point did I think that they were going to come back into it at all.
I thought we made little mistakes to try and let them get back into it, but did Crouch have a chance? No. I think Wood had one chance just before half time, which he should have scored. But in the second half, Paul, it was very, very comfortable. Tabafka's not had to make a save all night. When have we ever said that, apart from maybe the last 2 games?
To be fair though, he commanded his box well, and when he had to come, he got safe hands on it. and it was great to see the fans really just getting behind him and supporting him, and you could see he appreciated it.
Never in doubt, wasn't it?
No, he's absolutely quality, and he's going to save you more points than he's ever going to cost you. But like I said, the only thing they had all game, whether Crouch was on or not, was just that clip ball, clip it, clip it, clip it. They had nothing, no plan B at all.
It's Pardew 2012, 2013, 2013, 14. Every time you get a free kick on our own half, isn't it?
Just knocked it. Yeah, keeper comes up, push everybody forward, try and win the header, try and win the second ball, and that was it. But not at one point there was no squeaky bum time at all in that. Not at all. Just it was hard to believe that they were above us on the table. Obviously we've rectified that now and obviously done the double over them. But a totally professional performance, 6 points in the bag, thank you very much. And psychologically breaking that 30-point barrier, it's like it feels like the home run towards, say, Premier League salvation and safety. So all in all, a great night.
Mickey Almiron.
So Lee's very happy about Mickey Almiron. Again, another good performance by Mickey Almiron. But let's hear from an emphatic Rafa Benitez after 2 home wins in the last 3 days.
Rafa, you're on a roll. They are. No, we have to follow them. I think that the players, they deserve all the credit today. They did really well. They were, for me, controlling the game in the first half and defending well, fighting for each other in the second half. So overall, I think it was a good performance against a good team that they were pushing all the time.
You say a good team, Burnley very physical tonight, particularly in the second half. You still managed to play football, though, and that's what brought about your 2 goals.
Yeah, we tried, to be fair. We had 2 or 3 situations in the second half that they're doing a little bit better. Maybe we could score the 3rd goal, but I still am really pleased because especially the first half, we had a lot of control and everything that they could do, we knew, and the players, they were doing well, and everything that we could do to make them suffer, we did it too.
And we're back. You touched on it, Paul. We're past the 30-point mark. That's probably a mental thing about the fact that we're getting there closer and closer. I said 37 points is going to be enough, so we're on 31. 2 wins from now at the end of the season. Rafa proves that he doesn't lose to teams in the bottom half. He just doesn't. As simple as that. He gets either wins or draws, and that's why we're not going to be involved in a relegation battle. How many wins do you think we need, Paul?
To me, and I've said all along, I think it's going to be somewhere around about 35, 36 points. So again, another win or 2 will definitely do it. We've got Southampton coming up, which is a fantastic opportunity. They've got to come up on an evening kick-off. So again, support-wise, they're not going to have a great deal of support there. That is ideal. And I still think this weekend we're more than capable of going down to West Ham and getting something, because I'm not 100% convinced by West Ham. They blow hot, they blow cold, they blow bubbles.
You don't know which West Ham you're going to get, do you?
So there's nothing to fear. We go down there and we're capable of at least getting a point, if not 3 points. Hopefully we picked up no injuries. Again, I wouldn't make many changes, to be honest.
Even though it's been like this will be our 3rd game in 7 days, do you not think that Rafa has to make changes just to give players, not just the players that have played a lot of minutes, just a break? Because we're not used to this. We're not a Man City, we're not a Man United or Liverpool that plays Champions League games. We only play maybe 1 game a week at most. Does he have to make changes just for fatigue reasons mainly?
Well, I was worried about that tonight, and he didn't. I certainly don't want to see the likes of Rondon rested. I don't want to see Almiron rested. We need these players in because the replacements aren't anywhere near of the same quality. If you're thinking about replacements for the likes of Almiron, you're thinking Atsu, and Atsu to me it's just not good enough. So to me, I would continue to play them. Yedlin probably comes back into the team, Manquillo drops out, and then it'll be interesting to see who goes on the bench. And again, I think substitutions are going to be key when we go down there. It'll be a different type of game, but one we're more than capable of going down there. Whoever starts, the confidence must be absolutely bouncing in the dressing room at the moment. So it doesn't matter what combination. And just seeing that today, likes of Almiron, just driving us forward. Passes, finding other Newcastle players, things coming off. Some of the long balls that they were playing as well, with real purpose, real menace. It was just a joy to behold, and that's what I meant. The first half was pure filth of football. because of just the range of passing and the skill and the little nutmegs and the everything that they tried just seemed to come off. And like I said, the atmosphere for most of the game was absolutely rocking as well in the stadium.
And just finally on Rafa Benitez, he got his tactics spot on, but I'm going to just talk about an off-the-field matter. Brendan Rodgers is the new Leicester City manager. He's left Celtic to go to Leicester, and there's obviously murmurs that Rafa Benitez was linked with the Leicester job. That's just got to be more signs towards I know he's not your favourite person in the world, but you've got to, or Lee Charnley, tie this bloke down, because, teams have looked at it and gone, well, we're going to go with somebody else. Leicester have decided, we prefer Brendan Rodgers to Rafa Benitez or Roberto Martinez, which have been linked. We've got, who puts the pressure on Lee Charnley and Mike Ashley to go, there might be another team, there might be a bigger team that might go for him.
The fans were absolutely singing the heart out to Rafa, and surely, I know Charnley is inept, I know he's a moron, I know that he can't even make a cup of tea, but for the love of Christ, you've just got to do what you've got to do to get the man signed up. He's proven the things that he's wanting is around the development of the club. So he wants money, and then he wants development in the youth side of it and the coaching. And you're seeing the results of it on a shoestring for the youth side of it. We're producing players like Longstaff, we're producing players like Dummett. And there's other exciting players down there, but they need the facilities and they need that sorting. He's not asking, and he's not being unreasonable, he's not asking for excessive money, he's not asking for anything like that. Just want a sensible business plan, and I think, like I say, nights like tonight could only help him, but it's an absolute no-brainer. I mean, to me, I wouldn't have given Brendan Rodgers a job. I mean, to be honest, Lee Charnley...
Why would he leave Celtic? I don't get that.
Well, to be honest, Lee Charnley could manage Celtic and he'd do a decent job. He'd probably win the league title. It doesn't take a great deal of skill. He's done nothing for my liking at all, Brendan Rodgers. And to be honest, when the rest of the lads were on about he could end up at St James's Park, I nearly shit myself when I got that message. Because I was like, you've got to be kidding me. No, he's not. He wouldn't be a manager that I would be able to get behind. He's of the... it's almost Sam Allardyce-esque, in just like his name just gives that raw emotion of just wanting to just puke my guts up. I wouldn't want him here at Newcastle. Leicester have got him. Will he be in a job in 6 to 8 months' time? Probably not. They'll change manager again. Obviously, Lennon's gone back up to Celtic.
At least we've got Rafa Benitez.
We've got Rafa, but like I say, it's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Just Charnley, you've got to pull your finger out of your arse or Ashley's arse or whoever you've got it up, and just get the man signed up. Listen to what he's saying, and the results are there. You give him a little bit of decent investment, and the difference, it's like night and day. The performances have upped so much, so it doesn't take a brain surgeon, but obviously Lee Charnley ain't no brain surgeon.
But Newcastle get all 3 points, and it's 2 back-to-back home wins. Get your comments in below. How relieved are you that Rafa Benitez is not going to be the next Leicester City manager? That's going to be Brendan Rodgers. But how happy are you've seen Sean Longstaff score, you've seen Fabian Schär score a worldie at St James's Park on a midweek under the lights to see Newcastle move up the table to 13th place. Like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll see you at the West Ham game.